Thank you for coming and bringing your energy to this channel. Hitting that like button because it will add your energy to this interesting community that we're creating. And I know there are lots of you that, I mean, you've been following along with me from the beginning for the tarot readings, the astrology, and now you're here for this journey with me too. I got that song in my head that's, I can't remember all the words. It was like almost there, da 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 da, almost there. And that's kind of what it feels like. My oldest son and I have gone from moment to moment to moment. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm glad that I've been kind of chronicling it on video because it's like, it's kind of unbelievable in many of the ways. Some people might come down, and if they do, I'll help you cut this. I'm sitting outside one of my favorite little eatery pub slash all ages place that there's this cute guy that keeps looking at it. He keeps looking back at me. It's so funny. Like, be careful, I'm trouble. You know what I mean? But no, so our Explorer, the car we drive, is out in Mount Vernon, waiting for a few days while we wait for apparently AAA. Does not give you the 100 free miles until you have had your membership for 6 days. So I'm waiting a few days. We got it moved at least off of Deception Pass. And it was crazy because, like, if you're on the island, it will help you get deeper into the island. They will not help you get off the island. And then on top of that, because of the snowstorms, all of the little tow companies out there were busy towing each other out of ditches from trying to help other people out of various different situations. And I tried to stick with small local tow companies when AAA wouldn't help because I like giving my business to small local companies and stuff as much as possible. Though the irony is, like, none of them had the ability to get to us. And it was finally Dick's Towing. Awesome. Thank you, Dick's Towing. That was able to come and get us. And actually, they were more affordable than a lot of the smaller companies. And, I mean, you can tell why. Like, it costs them less. They're already out everywhere doing stuff. It doesn't take as much toll on their, like, their flatbeds and stuff like that. But so we've got that up there. I've got a place for us to stay for till just after New Year's with a friend, thank goodness, because I knew that was like the main thing. I knew a lot of things would start to open up after New Year's. I knew some things would open up after Christmas, and yay, I believe I have a job. I'm waiting for the evening shift because the owner or the guy that wants to hire me has been working the night shift, so figure I'll go there when he's there. My hope is that I can start tomorrow because that would be nice, and then have a day off and a couple of days to go get my car. But if nothing else, I can go after work, you know what I mean? Because AAA apparently still will not tow. They're saying because of the weather, they're only sending stuff out for emergencies, which I understand. It's a little complicated in my situation because, like, if anything were to happen in the place we're staying, and we would not have a shelter at all. So it's not, I mean, it's not in an emergency situation in terms of where the car is, but it's definitely one of those, my Capricorn mama ass would feel better if it was closer, you know what I mean? But I also know that I'm glad they are helping people in emergency situations. So I'm sitting in my Venus and Capricorn placement going, I can deal with this. This is okay. Things will work out. It'll happen. And look at it too. I mean, as far as predictions go, I was correct, right? We got, and the area up there. I like the culture of people. I like, the signal got weird when I turned that direction. I don't know. They said they can't file either way. But, like, I told them, I said, look, my integrity is one of the things that I pride myself in, and I like it. I don't want to apply for a job and then not be able to come and work it, and I don't want to ruin that opportunity because you guys might be all might have at some point. And they understood. And they've got a really good family culture, so they were cool about it. And I'm hoping I can get my Explorer running at least enough that I can go do that in-person interview, because even if it does turn into something to where I don't end up working there, at least the option is not been ruined. They know me, they have me there. You know, if I walk in there, they're not going to think I'm a jerk. That's a good thing to have in many locations. And then today, I stopped for some lunch here so I can get on the computer, get my food handler's permit, a few other things, because I still have some other jobs in the works that are going to require that would pay better than the job that I found. So the job that I found, where the guy basically begged me to work for him, is it's pay enough to get an apartment. The only thing I've been missing, like my credit's not great, but it's reasonable, and I don't have any bad records or anything. It's just income, and they don't like DoorDash, and everybody wants you to make. It's like officially it's 2.85 times the amount that you pay in rent. But a lot of places require 3 just to be safe. And like, I get it on a business front. It's just, you know, it's complicated. It's a growth opportunity when you only have enough for rent. It's like, let me figure out the rest. Just, I'll pay you your rent. I'll get it to you. Either way though, it's not a bad situation. And I know there are some little secret hobbit holes around here that I've been told about. I've got some names I'm pursuing, trying to get a hold of certain people out here, which I'm not sure if it'll be easier or harder with all this snow, but I'm going to do it. I know I can do it, and I've got enough between help with friends and referrals and things like that. I'm known enough here in this little town. I feel like I should be able to do it. It's like that almost there. That's what it is. It's from The Princess and the Frog. 'Cause we're almost there. Do 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 do. Almost there, right? Oh, my little Joey. That makes me think of him. He was telling me the last night that he sings himself songs when he feels sad, and I love that because that's one. His dad, my DM, totally does that too. I do that, and 3, his big brother, my oldest, does that too. But I'm sitting here going, what do you feel sad about? And he's like his dad. He doesn't always want to talk about it. And then I get in a space of like, is your dad not helping you with emotions? This is exactly what I was worried about, that he'd just take care of your basic, like, food, clothes, roof, no emotional stuff. And I'm like, my DM is a Cancer man too. It's like, emotions should be the first thing you know how to manage. Or not manage, how to be sensitive too. But, you know, he's with people that don't really understand emotions and certainly don't value them as much. But you know what? I keep leaning into, I trust my Joey. 10 years old or not. I mean, I don't trust him for everything. He's basically only 10, but I trust him to tell me if he wants to come back. And I'm looking at, you know what? All I need to make him probably feel good about that is a place. And, I mean, even if it's a studio, you know what? We've unfortunately had to be sharing with people for like the last 6 years either way. So I know we can be happy anywhere, you know. And I'm not looking to take him for my DM or anything, but I mean, if it's not cool there, or if it's as bad as my DM told me that it was, and then tried to make everyone else believe that it was, oh no, we're fine, we're doing great, everything's all sunshine and roses, and then telling me we're about to lose the house, we're about to do this shit. So like, I know that takes a big stress and a big toll, and the karmic that he's with is definitely likely to have gotten them into some serious trouble in an attempt to codependently hold on to shit. So who knows? Who knows what's going on over there? Is a big, big thing of trust to say, take our youngest for a while I figure this other shit out. So he didn't have to go house to house. And I tried to get my oldest to stay more with people that were more stable on that, but I'm glad he's with me, you know? I was telling him the other day, I said, you know, because we have his emotional support bird too, his cockatiel. And I was like, you know, there are some times that just in the challenges of doing all this stuff and adulting, it is frustrating sometimes. It could be like, we have a bird. Cockatiels are Australian birds too, so he has to be kept at a certain temperature. He will get sick. We almost came close to it in the last place we were in when the power went out and they didn't know how to keep the house warm without the fan around the fire. And so, like, I mean, it was challenging, but I looked at him, I said, you know what though? I appreciate this. I appreciate having you with me, and I appreciate having Squeak with us, because it holds me to a higher quality of like what I'll put us in. Because in order to save money and be safe, I could put myself in all sorts of situations that, you know, I put my head down and do it. And I could even have my oldest son go in situations that are a little more complicated, but we can't with a bird. It has to be a certain temperature. There has to be space for his cage. We have to be able to make sure that we got enough money for his food. And he's pretty quiet, but if it's a crazy situation, he can be loud and stuff. And so I have to consider those factors. And I mean, I think anybody else would be like, fuck it about it. And I'm like, no, you know what? I appreciate that because it also means that I get a higher quality of sleep, that I get showers more often, that I do stuff like that too, which is good for me. It's way better. It's way better for me than doing what I probably would do if it was just me, you know? And I don't know, it's funny. There's just something in the air. Maybe it's the snow and my birthday coming up soon in January, but I feel like we're almost there. We are almost there, and I'm super grateful to all of you who've been following along. And I'm looking forward to because I know this town. This town is a little bit of magic and it's a little place. That I know there's a place that we survive. It's gonna be a place that we thrive, and it's gonna be this place originally, and that I knew to get us through the holidays and the New Year's, and then we would be there. And a little bit more donations and stuff because now I got to get the car fixed and get rent in. But I think even without that, I got it. You know what I mean? It's just it's that thing of having a autistic teenager with you and a bird. Like, it would be more comforting and easier for me to get work and get into a place, or just to work this job and get into a place with just a little bit more. You know what I mean? But at least at this foreseeable moment, I don't have to get on and be like, please, you know what I mean? I don't know what we're gonna do, and that's nice. I like that. And I like a lot of the stuff that I've learned along the way too, that I know that once we're in a better position, I can help others. And I mean, that's always been a part of who I am. So it's nice to have that. All right, y'all. That was funny. 13:13 on the clock. I'm going to get off here. Thank you for joining. Thank you for following. Thank you for just being here. I love you all. I wish you all well. And I will see you in the next video.